Hello, welcome to Fifth House Divination. Today we're going to do a reading for the new moon in Aquarius that's happening on the 11th of February at around about 7:05 in the evening, that's GMT time. So obviously adjust as appropriate for your time zone. So the new moon is basically a time for sowing the seeds of something new. It's a new beginning. And in the sign of Aquarius, Aquarius is the sign of the collective, it's the sign of friendship, it's also the sign of rebellion. And I think some of this is actually coming out through in the cards that we've got here. But at the moment there is a lot of activity going on in Aquarius. There's actually 6 out of the 10 planets that we use in astrology are in Aquarius, and when there's a lot of planetary energy in a sign, then that sign is really activated. And then we've now got this new moon, so this is a start of wherever you've got Aquarius in your chart. This is a start of a real new sort of big beginning, because we had that conjunction at the start of the month of Jupiter and Saturn also, sorry, at the start of the sign. So this is a real, collectively this is a time of a really big shift. So to bring this all down a little bit smaller into a smaller, more individual scale, what the new moon is bringing up is it's saying that there are conclusions within reach, and this is based on the full moon eclipse card. An eclipse is, so full moon is the opposite of a new moon. A full moon is like sudden illumination, everything becomes very clear, and with the eclipses they can be quite sudden. They can also be sort of quite shocking, and I think in the sign of Aquarius this adds to possibly the sort of the shock factor. So I think we're going to be sort of seeding or starting new beginnings based on some things that are coming to light for us. So you're going to be getting to a point where you can kind of make a conclusion, or you can make some kind of decision. And what's coming out here is we've got the Emperor and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. To clarify this, what's really standing out for me is through these tarot cards was more the creatures and the animals that are around them as we go through this. There's lots of different animals, and this is feeling to me very much it's talking about the sort of the structures that nurture us. But as I say, because I'm noticing the animals, it feels much more like a collective. So I think this is the collective structures that nurture us. For some of you, I think this might actually be relating specifically to a relationship. But we'll get to that shortly. So this could actually be sort of illumination or clarity coming through about somebody who is possibly some kind of boss figure, some kind of authority figure. And then how they use their power, how they use their energy possibly to nurture and to look after and to create and structure for the people around them. So so that's what's kind of coming through. What's being the main message of this new moon is be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So this is talking about whatever, the conclusions that you're reaching, there's going to be some action that you're going to want to take. And the cards are saying be bold and make the first move. Now the clarifiers for that is the Four of Swords and the moon. The Four of Swords talks about healing. So in the 3 we see sort of pain, loss, disappointment, and then at the 4th sword there is some kind of clarity, there is some kind of healing that comes through, and then that's clarified by the moon card. which talks about sort of moving forward into the unknown. So I think there is possibly something that's coming to light about a person, or something that's coming to light about the structures within friendships, our community. This could be our long-term goals, our hopes and dreams, our visions of the future. You know, this is the sort of the collectives that we belong to, the groups of people that we surround ourselves with. And then, so we're talking about, you know, making a move towards healing, making a move towards moving forward. You know, you may not know exactly where you're going or exactly how to do what it is that you want to do, but the message of this new moon is basically to plant seeds that will help you to move forward. You may be moving forward on instinct. It may be, you know, I think you're probably going to be moving into an area that you haven't been in before, and you may be moving forward on intuition. But I think, you know, the message of the new moon is to do that moving forward, and that's going to be a sort of a healing journey. This could be, you know, making the first move towards healing a situation, possibly. You know, we don't know how we're going to work through this, but let's try. Okay, and so the outcome of the situation, we've got new moon in Libra. It says a new romantic cycle begins. So for some of you, this may actually be talking about a romance, if Aquarius is linked to the romantic or the partnership areas in your chart. But for the rest of this is talking about balance. We're moving into a new period of balance and being able to balance things. And this has been clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Strength card. And this to me is speaking very much about you know, if we've made this sort of connection to healing, and we're then sort of moving forward, we're then sort of moving into a period of hand-picked, what was it that came through with this? Hand-picked options. The Seven of Cups, we've got a lot of different options emotionally, or there may be confusion. And as I say, when I was looking at these cards, I was drawn to the animals in the cards, and everybody's got something in their hands. And in this one, there's 7 cups, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 3 on the floor. And I think this is talking about hand picking. You know, you're going to be sort of, by healing from the past, disappointment and pain, with this new clarity that you're receiving, you're going to be able to move forward and hand pick the things that support you, the people that you have in your life. And the Strength card often talks about guiding through compassion, you know, kind of communing with your higher self. But this feels to me very much, it's like in a lot of the cards, the animals, so the creatures or the people or the collective around you is sort of doing the service. And this feels very much like more of a team. And like I say, we've got this new moon in Libra coming through, which does talk about, Libra is the sign of partnership, it's the sign of balance. So I think this is, you're going to be able to sort of pick who or what your new tribe will be, your new community will be, the people that you go into partnership with, whether that's romance or other types of partnership. But this is going to be something that you can handpick to really nurture you, so that this becomes a really beautiful collaboration. As I say, Aquarius is the sign of the collective. It's the sign of our friends, you know, the groups that we subscribe to, our communities, our causes. This is, you know, the Aquarius is the sign of the things that are the things that we belong to that are greater than ourselves, so the causes or the groups or the communities. And so the underlying energy here is talking about powerful change. We've got a new moon. I thought it was interesting that we've got the new moon eclipse as the underlying energy, and then the full moon eclipse as what's coming up. So this could be something that we started a little while ago, possibly, and there's revelations coming about that. And then the underlying energy on the tarot was the King of Pentacles. And what we've got coming through is the Queen of Pentacles. So if this is talking about a couple, if this is a love connection or a love relationship for you, this is talking about a sort of a proper kind of suited pair. Or, you know, this is talking about, if this isn't specifically a relationship with a person, but I think it's talking more about, you know, sort of relating and connecting with a wider group. And a new beginning with that. So I'm going to leave that there, guys. These sort of changes, they'll take place wherever you've got Aquarius in your chart, will be where the focus is. So if you do know your natal astrology, then that will give you some guidance as to where you can find it. But this is a really powerful new moon. So I think we'll all be feeling some kind of new beginning or change on some level. If you're a fixed sign, so Leo, so my brain switched off. Leo, Aquarius, and the other fixed signs are Taurus, Scorpio. So if you're one of those 4 signs, then this change will probably be more noticeable for you. This new moon might bring in some real noticeable energies for you. And if you've got planets around about 24 to 26 degrees, no, where is it, 23, so sort of 22 to 24 degrees of the fixed signs, then it will be stimulating those areas of your life. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. The zodiac signs will be on the channel as usual. Love readings and general readings, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers, bye bye.